Hello everybody, Ramsey the South Stand, Conor here. Post-match, Jesus Christ, that was the most exhausting thing I think I've ever watched in my entire life. We don't have to make it fucking difficult for ourselves, do we? Jesus Christ, I was thinking to myself, before the game I was speaking to Joe and I was speaking to everyone on post-match, I was thinking, for once me, I was thinking it's going to be 2 or 3-0, I was thinking this is going to be alright, we're going to overpower them, over-strength them, over-skill them, tactically nouse them. We're going to beat them thoroughly. It's going to be a brilliant win for Leeds. We just made that so difficult, didn't we? But, we got the win. And it's one of those games, isn't it, where you think to yourself, is that a championship defining win? Because we saw Wolves do it last season. We've seen Fulham do it in the last season as well. It's one of those wins where you think to yourself, Jesus Christ, is that season definer? Because I tell you what a fantastic save by Bailey Peacock for to keep us in the game. Leeds should have been out of sight by then, but typical Leeds throughout the years make it more and more difficult for ourselves all the time, don't we? But we got the win, and that is the most important thing. But Leeds went throughout the game. I thought we were quite lethargic. I thought we were quite, once again, with the ball side to side. It didn't hit the dizzy heights, did it? It's not hit the dizzy heights of previous games and stuff like that. We weren't really passing well. It was sloppy. This is the most animated I've ever seen Marcelo Bielsa, so he wasn't happy. You could see that throughout the game. He was getting up. I thought Bakuna in the middle for Reading completely ran the game for them. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was strong. I thought he was direct, something that maybe our midfield wasn't today. And definitely we missed the likes of Calvin Phillips in there, who drives forward, drives the ball forward, looks at the wings. And I think when he's in that middle, Leeds look completely different. Forshaw looked a bit leggy, passing the ball sideways, passing it backwards. He didn't really get the ball on the back foot and go forward. Thought it was a mistake starting Baker. I can understand why he'd start Baker a little bit more pragmatic and energetic in the middle. But for me, Saiz has just got to start. It's the 4th game now in a row, and he always brings him on because Leeds need him. We need that creative spark, don't we? And it was telling throughout the game. He came on, him and Clark, and they changed the game. For the first time, you saw Clark's naivety a little bit, and you saw Saiz get a little bit frustrated with him, but who cares? He's going to have that. He came on, he made a real difference. He created 2 chances where Leeds should have scored, 2 chances where Clark created chances and Leeds should have scored twice. Roof, I think, twice. So really well played from Clark. I thought he had a good game when he came on. Him and Saiz changed everything. Leeds were stagnant in the first half. We didn't get going, and it was a real problem. I thought Reading had the best of the first half, actually. I thought they looked dangerous on the counter. But the thing is, what we've got to realise is this plan B and plan C thing, it's going to be a problem because all teams do against Leeds is sit there. And teams like that, all they do is sit. They've got 2 banks of 4, and it makes it very difficult to Leeds for Leeds to break through. It's a natural thing that is difficult to break through. You've got 8 men who are just stood there, and they sit there, then they break on the counter-attack. They'll hoof put the ball forward, and then they'll get on the counter-attack. But I thought what Reading did really well is they're actually a good footballing team. They were neat and tidy. I thought they were years ahead of Bristol City at the weekend. I thought Bristol City were quite sloppy, but I thought Reading were really neat and tidy. Substitutes that came on, they were quick, McNulty and Sims, but when they got that penalty at the end, you're thinking, oh my God, classic Leeds. We should have put the game to bed, but we haven't. And I thought to myself, here we go. But wonderful save from Bailey Peacock Farlow. I thought had a really good game. He was really assured, really good between the sticks, and that just summed it up. And I was thinking to myself, what a confidence booster it is for him to come in the side, get a penalty save, and hopefully that brings him on to better things. But overall, guys, it's a win. Not a convincing performance again, but it's a win. Not every performance has to be the likes of Derby and Stoke. It's sometimes the nitty-gritty, and we needed these 6 out of 6 points. We had to get these to go into a Sheffield United game where it could go either way. So 6 out of 6 points. You can't be upset with that. The performances haven't been stellar, but we've gone out of our way and we've got 6 points out of 6. I've got a flight this evening, a 27-hour flight back to England, back to the UK, back to Leeds, where I'm going to be back to putting a lot of content out with the lads, with everyone at All Leeds TV. So I'm excited for that. Please leave your like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.